Hey y'all, it's me, Lynn Daniel, coming to you today here on my channel, the Lynn Daniel channel. How are you all? Welcome back. For those of you who don't know me or this is your first video, my name is Lynn Daniel. I teach freshman English. This is my first year teaching freshman English. I've been a teacher for a zillion years and dog years. Literacy teacher, reading, writing, and I'm enjoying teaching freshman English. So today I want to come and talk a little bit about how being overweight and overspending, are like different sides of the same coin, if you will. They're very similar. And the reason I'm talking about it is because I wrestle with both. I've wrestled them down and gotten them under control, and then at times they fight back and get me under control, but I deal with both. Okay. So back in 2014, I think it was, I embarked on a journey with Dave Ramsey. Now, in 2010, I embarked on, I guess, the course of action that Dave Ramsey teaches, but I wasn't listening to him. I wasn't following his materials. I didn't have his program, which I do now. I've had this for, this is Financial Peace University. Oh, it's upside down. I purchased this in like 2015 or 2016, I think. And I took class, I think it was 2016. And yeah, and then now I also have the leadership kit. And I am going to rededicate myself to the Dave Ramsey principles of financial peace, because they really do make sense. They're very practical. They are very doable. They require you to get your stuff together, just like going on some kind of eating regimen or diet, if you will, forces you to like examine your habits and then make changes for the better. The same thing applies to Financial Peace University. The reason I am filming this video is so that I can come back and have a record, and I can look at when I started my rededication and then note my progress. So in 2014, I started listening to Dave Ramsey religiously. I started watching other people who were following his principles and looking at their progress, noting their progress, and then also noting my progress. I did quite well following his plan and his baby steps. So Dave Ramsey has, I think, 7 baby steps. Let me see if I can remember them. The first one is baby step number 1 is to save $1,000 for your emergency fund. Baby step number 2 is to pay off all credit card debts. Oh, I'm finding all kind of goodies looking in here. Baby step number 3 is what? Save 3 to 6 months for a full emergency fund. Baby step number 4 is I forget. I think it is to save for, save for your children's college? 5 and 6. So one of the steps has to do with your investments, and then the other one has to do with paying off your mortgage. So as you can see, I don't even remember all the steps. My book is not in here. The actual workbook. Oh, here it is right here. Ta-da. Okay, let me go through it and tell you the steps. So I try to tell you from memory, and see, it wasn't good, was it? Okay, let's look. Let's see if they're out loud. The 7 baby steps, here they are. Save $1,000 beginner emergency fund. That's step 1. Step 2, pay off all debt using the debt snowball. Step 3 is put 3 to 6 month expenses in savings for your full emergency fund. Step 4, invest 15% in your house of your household income into your Roth IRA or pre-tax retirement plans. 5 is saved for your children's college education using tax favor plan. 6, pay off the house early. 7, build wealth and give. Okay, those are the baby steps. See, I didn't even know them fully because I really did stop at like around baby step number 3 or something. I just really 4. Well, 3 I didn't even get to. 4. I skipped 3. I went to 4, but I'm not even at that number. So see, yeah. I did 1 and 2 quite well, and then tap dancing. Okay, so what I learned about when I went back to my nutrition plan, first thing I recognized was a lot of the emotional triggers that occur in life, we react to them. Either we have actions that bring us some sort of reward, and so triggers, things, and I've got notes here, so don't. And actually, Sam Ovens, I was listening to him, and he was talking about the same concept of trigger, action, reward. But it's really true. The triggers, the things that signal us, and they could be like minutia, just in daily life, stressors that happen, and then we have a human response to that trigger by doing something. And so for me, I had to re-examine triggers surrounding me wanting to eat certain things and overindulge, and then triggers surrounding my spending and the habits of my management of being a good steward over the things God has given me, right? I was finding too many rewards in eating chocolate, eating high sugary foods, high calorie foods, low nutritional value foods. I was finding too much of a reward in that until the payoff came, and then I was like, what the blazes? What happened here? And so the same is happening, I'm starting to recognize I am way off base. I have taken a shortcut that has taken me way off my course of plan of action. The trigger for me, I think, when I started back on my nutritional journey, that deprivation, even though, and it is deprivation because I wasn't getting the exact types of food that I wanted. And so I believe I was feeling a sense of deprivation there. And so I also believe that it was starting to poke through. It was starting to poke through in the management of my, let me turn that off. The management of my resources. So, and I just think, I know that I just went overboard. Some things I needed to do, some purchases I needed to make, but some I did not need to do. I think what I was trying to do, I was, you know how when you're in the kindergarten and you try to play with the big kids? No, I wasn't ready to play with the big kids. So I was trying to play with the big kids, doing certain actions, using certain approaches to management of funds, credit cards, and those things. And it just did not, it's not benefiting me. So Dave Ramsey, and I don't agree, like he is totally against credit cards. And right now I'm not there. I was there, but I just haven't reconciled that to his plan. And that's okay. I don't have to go 100% in, but I do need to go in. I need to go in to the best of my ability. And so what I'm committing to do is I'm committing to go back to Financial Peace University. I'm going to find a class, online or physical class, whichever one, fits my schedule, or whichever one I think will be the best for me. And I'm going to work this workbook again and just really recommit, because 2014 was an eye-opener. I learned so much from him, Dave Ramsey, listening to his podcast, listening to other people who followed him, and then two of the people who I followed, their blogs, I would watch their blogs, I would watch their progress, I would listen to their podcasts, I would read their materials. Two of them have paid off all of their debts, have been on Dave Ramsey, and have done their debt screen, their debt payoff screen. And one of those two have paid off their mortgage, and the husband is at home and working to build their business, he and the wife. The husband left his outside of the home job, and he joined his wife at home, and they are building their business at home. And I've watched these people, and we started pretty much at the same starting point. The only thing that's different, though, is the sense of urgency is different for different people, for different reasons. And, so, and I say kudos. I feel proud of them. And I also have a sense of, wow, longing. I wish it could be me. And so, yeah, I need to do something. So it says lives will be changed and you're leading the way. And then, once I get my crap together, don't call it crap, Lynn, that's not a nice word. Once I get everything back on track, then maybe I can lead a class. I don't know if I meet the requirements to lead a class, because I'm using credit cards, because I have credit card debt, because I haven't accomplished all the steps, so I can work. That could be a goal. Yeah. Or maybe not. Whoops. Okay. So this video is simply to serve as my reminder, or I can go back and look at this video and say, yeah, it was Sunday, November 3rd, when I recommitted to Dave Ramsey. And I'm sharing it with my family here on YouTube, so that if any of them are interested in joining me on this recommitment to this debt-free snowball lifestyle, then join me. All right? Be blessed. Bye.